Big news for American drivers, especially seniors. Starting in September 2025, a brand new set of rules for renewing driving licenses for seniors will officially come into effect. This marks one of the biggest shifts in U.S. licensing regulations in decades, specifically targeting drivers aged 70 and above. For millions of older Americans, driving is about more than getting from place to place. It's about independence, dignity, and staying connected to family, community, and essential services. But as the population ages, the government is introducing new checks and balances to ensure safety on the roads, both for seniors and for other drivers. In today's video, we'll cover the 10 most important things you need to know about the new September 2025 rules. We'll explain what's changing, why it's happening, how it affects different age groups, how to prepare, and what critics and supporters are saying. By the end, you'll know exactly what you, or your parents and grandparents, must do to stay compliant and safe. What's changing in September 2025? The U.S. is rolling out a new tiered license renewal system based on age. Here's the breakdown. Drivers aged 70 to 80 must renew every 4 years, in person, with a vision test. Drivers aged 81 to 86 must renew every 2 years, with vision tests and possible cognitive screenings. Drivers aged 87 plus must renew every year, and complete an on-road driving test along with vision and cognitive checks. This means that the older you are, the more frequent and thorough the renewal process becomes. Why these rules are being introduced? The government cites road safety and demographic changes as the main reasons. Studies show that seniors have higher crash rates per mile driven after age 70. Vision decline impacts depth perception and night driving. Slower reaction times increase risks at intersections and in emergencies. Medical conditions such as dementia or medication side effects can interfere with safe driving. The rule aims to balance independence and safety, allowing capable seniors to drive while identifying risks earlier. How seniors can prepare. Preparation is key. Seniors should plan ahead for these new requirements. Get an eye exam within 90 days before renewal. Be ready for cognitive tests such as memory or reflex checks. Schedule DMV visits early to avoid delays. Bring medical documentation if you have conditions or medications that affect driving. Consider taking a refresher driving course to boost confidence. Renewal rules by age group. Let's break down the age brackets more clearly. 70 to 80 years, renew every 4 years, mandatory vision test, in person only. 81 to 86 years, renew every 2 years, with both vision and potential cognitive assessments. 87 and older, renew annually, mandatory on-road driving test plus vision plus cognitive exams. This tiered structure ensures closer monitoring as drivers age. State-specific rules still apply. Although the federal guidelines apply nationwide, states can add their own requirements. For example, Illinois already requires annual road tests at 87 plus. California allows drivers over 70 to skip written tests if their record is clean but still requires vision exams. Florida requires vision screenings from age 80 onwards. So, seniors should check with their local DMV for state-specific adjustments. Spotlight on Illinois, a testing ground. Illinois has been leading the way with senior driving rules. Their Road Safety and Fairness Act has influenced federal changes. Key highlights: seniors age 79 plus must renew in person. Vision and possibly written tests are required. Families can report unsafe drivers to the DMV. From 2026, mandatory road tests start at 87, not 79. Illinois approach balances fairness with accountability. Preparing early makes a difference. To avoid stress, seniors should prepare months before their renewal date. Book optometrist appointments well in advance. Practice driving in challenging conditions like night or highway driving. Enroll in a senior driving safety course. Some states even give insurance discounts. Gather doctors' notes about medications or health conditions that may raise DMV questions. How families can support seniors. Family involvement is crucial. Adult children and caregivers can accompany seniors to DMV visits. Arrange appointments for eye exams or refresher driving courses. Discuss alternatives like restricted licenses, e.g. daylight only or local driving zones. Watch for signs like frequent near misses, confusion, or delayed reactions that may indicate reduced driving ability. Supporters versus critics. Like any new policy, this has both supporters and critics. Supporters argue, it improves safety for everyone. It fairly identifies risks without banning seniors outright. It preserves independence for safe drivers. Critics argue, it unfairly targets seniors based on age. Annual renewals at 87+ may feel stressful and excessive. It could isolate seniors in rural areas with no transport alternatives. The debate continues, but most agree some level of reform was overdue. Looking ahead. These September 2025 rules may just be the beginning. Future changes could include technology-based monitoring using advanced car safety systems, wider use of restricted licenses instead of bans, greater partnerships with ride-share services to support seniors who can no longer drive. This signals a broader movement toward adapting transportation for an aging America. To wrap up, the new U.S. driving license rule for seniors September 2025 introduces tiered renewal cycles, vision and cognitive screenings, and mandatory driving tests for the oldest age groups. If you or your loved ones are 70 or older, start preparing now. Book your eye exams, practice safe driving skills, and check with your local DMV to avoid surprises. If you found this guide helpful, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap the notification bell for more updates on senior living, pensions, and road safety.